Imagine sitting on your couch, thinking it's just another quiet night at home. Your girlfriend walks in with a strange smile on her face, carrying her laptop. She sits down next to you and says, "Babe, I need to tell you something amazing." You lean in, curious, thinking maybe she got a promotion or has a surprise planned. But when she opens her laptop, your world collapses. On the screen, you see yourself. In bed, recorded from angles you didn't even know were possible. She beams with pride as she reveals the truth. She's been secretly streaming your most intimate moments online. Not just once, not twice, but for months. She has more than 50,000 paying subscribers. She's making $30,000 every month, and she calls it content. At first, your brain refuses to process it. Maybe it's a prank. Maybe she's joking, but she isn't. She scrolls through her profile, pointing out how much money she's earned, proudly describing how subscribers love the authentic feel. Then she casually drops another bomb. She has hidden cameras in the bedroom, in the bathroom, even in the living room. People pay extra for shower content, she says, like it's no big deal. Your stomach turns. She's been filming you for 8 months, not just during sex, but while you're sleeping, showering, getting dressed, even talking to your mom on the phone. Private moments you never consented to share with anyone. You ask her how she could betray your trust like this, but she rolls her eyes and says, "Don't be dramatic. Everyone does this now. It's just content." That's when you grab your keys and leave. You drive straight to your friend Terren's place. He's a paralegal, and when you tell him what happened, his face goes pale. "Dude," he says, "that's not just messed up, it's a crime." Recording without consent, distributing intimate images, that's revenge porn. You need to file a police report tonight, so you do. When you return to the apartment with Officer Coleman to collect your things, Kendra is live streaming the confrontation. To 50,000 strangers, she smirks into her camera. "Hey lovers, my boyfriend is being a total baby because he's jealous of our success." She paints you as insecure, boring, even ungrateful. Her friend Destiny chimes in, mocking you, saying that maybe if you were more interesting, Kendra wouldn't have had to get so creative. You want to scream, but instead, you pack your bags while the officer tells her to shut the stream off. But then detectives dig deeper, and what they find shocks even them. On her devices and on the platform's servers, they uncover 892 videos, 8 months of footage, clips of you sleeping, clips of you showering, clips of you undressing. There are even recordings of your private therapy sessions where you talked about your anxiety. This isn't content, this is surveillance. Instead of realizing the gravity of her crimes, Kendra doubles down. She starts texting you insults. She offers to split the money if you drop the charges. She accuses you of being too boring for anyone else. And then she takes her story public. On podcasts, she paints herself as the victim. She says you were insecure, controlling, maybe even secretly gay. She says you loved the attention, but pretended not to. She even argues that recording someone without their knowledge is like posting a cute selfie together. Consent is complicated in relationships, she says, confidently, as if the world will agree with her. But the comments turn savage. People call her delusional. They point out that if a man did this to a woman, the outrage would be instant. She's not a victim, she's a criminal. Then comes the trial. The prosecution lays out everything: the hidden cameras, the 892 videos, the $240,000 she earned, the custom content she sold while you slept. They even play one of her subscriber-only videos where she whispers to the camera, "He has no idea I'm recording this." That's what makes it so hot. Her lawyer argues she had implied consent. The courtroom laughs. Her witnesses only make things worse. Destiny testifies that you're probably gay and just jealous. Her mother, Joyce, insists that her daughter is a visionary who revolutionized intimacy. The prosecutor asks for evidence. Joyce offers none, just vibes. The jury needs only 2 hours to return with the verdict, guilty on all counts. At sentencing, the judge looks exhausted. He tells her, "You violated someone's privacy in the most intimate way possible. You profited from it." And you've shown no remorse. Kendra tries to interrupt, shouting that she's being punished for being a successful woman. The judge cuts her off. She's sentenced to 18 months in prison, 3 years probation, and required to register as a sex offender. But in true Kendra fashion, she doesn't go quietly. She live streams her own arrest, wearing a shirt that says, "Free Speech Warrior." She tells her followers, "They're arresting me for loving too hard and earning too much. Donate to my Cash App." Even in handcuffs, she insists she's the victim. Later, in civil court, you're awarded every penny she made, plus damages, $400,000 in total. Kendra has the audacity to ask for a payment plan. The judge laughs out loud. Her streaming account is shut down permanently. Her family still tries to spin it. Joyce sends you a bill for Kendra's prison therapy, claiming you caused her breakdown. Her brother Braden shows up at your job to threaten you, only to realize he's on camera and slink away. Destiny tries her own streaming career, but gets banned for harassment in less than 2 weeks. And Kendra? In prison, she tells other inmates she's a political prisoner of the patriarchy. She even tries to sell a book proposal called Love, Camera, Action: How I Revolutionized Modern Romance and Paid the Price. Her lawyer has to remind her that by law, she can't profit from her crimes, but the delusion never dies. Meanwhile, you try to rebuild your life. Therapy helps, but the trauma runs deep. You use part of the settlement money to buy a condo. You start dating someone new, a quiet librarian who doesn't even use Instagram. You check every room for cameras, sometimes twice, even when you know they aren't there. The paranoia might never fully go away, but you've learned something important. Privacy is sacred. Consent isn't optional. And the internet, for all its opportunities, can be a dangerous place when entitlement and greed collide. Kendra thought she was building a business. She thought she was an artist. She thought she could redefine intimacy. But in the end, she wasn't a visionary. She was a criminal. And now, for the rest of her life, she carries the label that fits: sex offender. So if you take anything from this story, let it be this. Recording someone without their consent isn't content. It isn't art. It's a crime. And sometimes the cost isn't just your freedom, it's everything.